And then with just a quick once over like that, our spot of grossness is gone. So again, my advice to you is if you spill something that is not going to readily absorb into the carpet, isn't a viscous liquid, we're gonna pick up the chunks and then we're gonna let it dry, because that looks a whole lot better than that. So I think we're in good shape there. All right, so part two, we're going to talk about liquids that will run into the carpet. This can be any kind of coffee, tea, pet urine. These, on the other hand, are very much more easily absorbed, obviously, when you can get to them right away versus waiting. And so we're going to talk again about both ways to do it. First thing I'm going to do is I've got fresh coffee here. We're going to spill some on the carpet. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. What are we going to do? Well, the first thing that I always tell you to do is, again, if you've got a liquid, first thing you want to do is blot up everything that you can immediately. Use all our weight on there, and in this case, it's almost completely gone just through blotting immediately. But what I like to do after that as well is actually pour a little bit more water directly onto that area. And we're going to take another towel and we're going to let that kind of soak in, dilute our spot even further, especially if it's coffee or urine or something that's going to have a color to it on a light colored carpet. And then we're going to blot that up again. And you can see why you need, I honestly at home I usually use bath towels if we have a spot like that. So this one's a little bit bigger. So we're going to blot. Again, you can stand on it. Get your weight on it, more pressure, and boom, that liquid spot is gone. Now over here, again, I'm not sure if you can see this or not, hopefully you can. I've got a coffee spill that I did yesterday. And what I'm going to do with that one is, because it's dried onto the fibers, we need to add some sort of surfactant, which is basically a chemical that makes water wetter, to the spot first to separate it from the carpet fiber. So again, our handy dandy Home Pro spotter to the rescue. And this is black coffee again, so you know, not exactly the easiest thing to clean out of carpet. I'm going to give it a little agitation, and I can already see that this is breaking loose from the carpet fibers with the Home Pro. So we've got that on there. We take our towel again, blot, blot, blot. Stand on it, get lots of pressure. And that spot is almost gone. Now I will say that this carpet is very well protected. It's a newer piece of carpet, so it has a nice coating of protector on it, so it works really well. Again though, a lot of times what I would do then is go ahead and re-wet with some water, dilute it out a little further, give it a little more agitation. And again, blot, blot, blot. And away we go. No more spot. So, last thing I'm going to show you real quick, hopefully, I'm sure I've already run way over time, is what to do with, if you do have still a little bit of a spot remaining. This is a handy trick, and it works really, really well. We're going to take and use it here because I can still see just a real faint little hint of a spot where that other spot was. So we're going to apply our Home Pro spotter again very liberally. We want to make sure there's enough solution to dilute whatever's left in that carpet. We're going to agitate, and then here's the fun part. We're going to find a clean spot on our towel. We're going to put our towel on there. And then what I want you to do is find a brick. You can use a pile of books. If you're going to use books, I would recommend putting a piece of plastic down over the towel so that any moisture doesn't wick up into there. And something heavy to weight that towel down overnight. So that's going to sit there overnight, and what happens is your towel is more absorbent than your carpet fibers are. So if there's anything remaining in that spot, it will continue to wick up the carpet fibers and be absorbed into the towel that's there. So you'll leave that set overnight. So just kind of recap again, solids, anything that's thick liquids that's not going to absorb into the carpet, scrape up what you can and let it dry. Then you can vacuum it up and treat what little spot is left. Liquids, obviously, ideally are best tackled when they first happen. Blot up as much as you can, re-wet with water to dilute it, and then blot up again. You can always use the weighted towel to get anything that's left. And then with dry liquids, you want to make sure you use our Home Pro spotter, a surfactant of some sort, to loosen up the spot, and then go at it with maybe some additional water and again a weighted towel to kind of finish it off. So hopefully that clarifies things, and yeah, hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks. Bye.